All right, in this super short Kale demo, we want to show you three things. One, how to enable Kale. Two, how to create and edit annotations. And three, how to compile and run this notebook. So we've got a pipeline that's been deployed. So the first thing to do is to orient ourselves. We're looking at the Open Vaccine Tutorial notebook, which we've used in a couple of other demos. The first thing to do is to enable Kale, and you can find the Kale icon in the left-hand side of the Jupyter web app. And you're going to want to toggle the switch over to enable, and you can see that when we do that, various cells within the notebook are now clearly labeled with Kale annotations, and these annotations tell us specifically what's happening in that part of the notebook, but more specifically it tells Kale how to interpret what's happening there. This allows us to avoid writing a bunch of extraneous code or boilerplate. To create or to edit these particular annotations is pretty straightforward. You click on the pencil icon and you see all the different options that you have available to you as to how the cell should be interpreted, whether or not there's dependencies, in what order they should be viewed. With that being said, we're ready to go ahead and click the compile and run button. So what's going to happen here is that first we're going to validate the notebook to make sure that it is correctly formatted. Second, we're going to take a snapshot, and this is going to allow us to basically come to this exact same version of the notebook at a later date, including data, metadata, etc. And then we are going to upload the pipeline and run the pipeline, all without having to write a bunch of boilerplate to make that happen. A simple point and click exercise. And then ultimately what we have is a pipeline run that you can see here in our run screen.